I'm Dave Kindig from Kindig Design with my good friend here, Kevin Sheely, or Kev Dog as we call him.
In a sea of reality TV stars, Dave Kindig surely stands out from the others for his talent at creating the most marvelous vehicle builds and restorations. As seen in shows such as Bitchin Rides and Best of Top Gear, Dave's popularity as one of the most innovative and risky designers in the car industry is more than well earned, gaining him not only huge international recognition, but also quite a fortune. So while we know money isn't necessarily the most interesting aspect about Dave's decades-long career in the automotive field, it's never uninteresting to know how much he has earned from his career on TV and his business. Do you want to know all about Dave's earnings from TV and business, on top of other interesting details about his career? Then stay with us. Considering how long Dave Kindig has been in the automotive business and his status as an internationally famous TV star, it's no surprise to know that he's accumulated a small fortune from it. According to online reports, Dave has an estimated net worth of over $3 million as of late 2022, resulting from his several businesses, TV personality career, and brand sponsorships. Although it's also often questioned how much he earns for his show Bitchin Rides, the truth is that Motor Trend keeps this information a close secret. While the average salary for the network's regular employees is close to $100,000, according to Salary.com, the only hint of how much Motor Trend's stars get paid comes from a 2016 Business Insider article, which stated that the docu-series type of shows, usually starring non-celebrities, pay stars around $1,500 to $3,000 an episode, fitting to Dave's show description. This is, of course, solely on estimation, but it's enough to get an idea of what the actual financial situation of people in the reality shows industry might be. While many reality stars often show off their luxury lifestyles and how much they make, it's evident that Dave Kindig is different from them, even when it comes to revealing the cost of his restoration jobs. As he affirmed on his Twitter back in 2017, "We never tell them how much a build costs. We keep them confidential with our customers," he wrote in response to a fan addressing the subject. While we can't obtain a real cost estimate of specific restorations done in Bitchin Rides, it's for certain that Dave's customizations are meant for deep-pocket clients due to the level of dedication required. As he told Street Trucks Mag in 2020, "We have one level of quality and operate on one speed: perfection." Besides money, Dave insists that patience is a necessary trait his Kindig Designs customers must have. A good majority of them have the budgets for rather expensive cars, but they also have a good understanding of how this all works. With that cleared up, his business's website offers their most impatient clients a limited variety of original designed and restored autos, though the price range of these is as high as expected. Dave Kindig's main source of income is definitely his business, Kindig Design. Based in Salt Lake City, Utah, the company was established by Dave in 1999, using his $400,000 of savings. Although not everyone is bold enough to risk their life savings to start a business, Dave was rightfully convinced that starting his own design agency was the right choice. After quitting his 60-hour-a-week job and having the approval of his wife, Charity, 28-year-old Dave followed his dreams by putting his whole energy into growing his career. "I figured that I could spend more time doing this at home, as well as peddling parts I was making for friends," he said to the Street Trucks Mag, in reference to the extra work he did on his garage before starting his business. Soon enough, Dave's designs and skillful restorations attracted people's attention, but the real work was done behind closed doors, as he continually put all the money into the business to expand it. "I honestly didn't start noticing the light at the end of the tunnel until I stopped spending so much money on growing," he admitted. His efforts and business-wise nature were well compensated in the end, as nowadays Kindig Designs is internationally renowned for all the right reasons. Unlike many other experts, Dave Kindig is actually interested in passing down his knowledge to other professionals in the field. That's why in January 2022, he launched the Kindig Academy at Lincoln Tech, which offers study programs for car builders who wish to learn the advanced techniques used by Kindig Designs workers. The Academy offers a weekend introductory course meant for beginners in the area, while the Advanced Custom Design and Fabrication course is meant for those who are already experienced in the car building industry, but want to further their knowledge in the Kindig style. Given the nature of the course and the fact that Kindig Academy is the first of its field in the country to lead such a project, the courses are in no way cheap. Other than that, Dave usually puts in a big effort to bring his work closer to people. Not only can his fans visit his shop's showroom in Utah and online through the 360-degree Vision Room, but his exclusively designed auto parts selling division is available as well. His company also sells apparel and distributes Modern Classic, his carefully curated automotive paint brand. All in all, Dave has too many projects on his hand, but somehow makes it all work in the end. Unlike most masters and pioneers in the automotive industry, Dave surprisingly didn't consider dedicating his life to cars when he was a young child. As it happens, design was his earliest love, one he pursued by catching bugs and drawing them. Despite not being surrounded by real cars, he always loved them as well. So as soon as he realized that insects weren't for him, he fully embraced that second love. I love Legos and Hot Wheels cars, and that morphed to putting together plastic model cars. I loved drawing too, so I went from drawing bugs to drawing hot rods, he told Fuel Curve in 2019. Although Dave apparently never enrolled in a professional school, he acquired enough skills to work for high-performance coatings and obtained his first experience in the automotive industry there. However, the work was extremely demanding time-wise, leaving him little time to pursue his designing and car-building aspirations for 8 years. Nonetheless, Dave knew how good his talents were. As soon as independent clients started paying him for his rendered designs, the next big step was opening his own shop, for which he used his life savings. The way I went about it may not be exactly the method I'd recommend to everyone out there, but if I had to, I would do it all over again, he told Street Trucks Mag. Years before Bitchin Rides came alive, Dave Kindig and his business were already featured on TV. Although it's unclear exactly when Dave made his TV debut, making a media blitz for his shop back in the early 2010s inevitably attracted the attention of executives in the now disappeared Speed Channel, who asked him for a 5-minute video about his shop. We did it, and I guess we must have checked off all their boxes, because they loved it, he told Fuel Curve. That short video eventually landed them a special feature in a 2013's My Classic Car episode. But Dave wasn't quite ready to become a TV star back then. Having his own show wasn't the kind of attention he was looking for, given all the risks it implied. As he confessed, I went through all this, built this team, had everything set in place, and if something went wrong, I'd lose it all because we're filming a TV show. Being cautious definitely set his path to success. Wanting to keep his business reputation, Dave made sure that the focus of his show would be what he really wanted when he signed the deal. We're not building cars for a TV show, we're building them for our customers, he emphasized in the end. Bitchin Rides indeed became known for the work its crew does, and not for personal dramas or scandals, which is a feat in itself in the reality TV genre. One of the biggest challenges for car builders on TV is to adapt their work process to fit the small screen in a compelling way. Knowing this very well, Dave Kindig agreed with the show's producers about making Bitchin Rides completely focused on what's most important in a car shop. They're here to capture that process and be a fly on the wall. We don't start and stop for sake of TV, which makes us different, he told Fuel Curve. Given the format of Bitchin Rides, 44 minutes are clearly not enough to show in detail what really happens in the Kindig Design Garage when its crew gets their hands on a project. As Dave affirmed in an interview with Take to the Road, on average, a car takes his team 4,000 to 5,000 hours of work, so the show's priority is to feature the interesting parts of that process. As well, there's a whole planning phase that we never see on screen, but is evident after seeing the final work. It's almost like a patient race to get to the end and finally see the results of what we dreamed about maybe 14 months earlier, he stated, and the analogy couldn't fit better. Clearly, Bitchin Rides not only shows us a small part of the work process done in Dave's shop, but also only introduces us to a couple of his main collaborators and team members, starting with his wife Charity, as Kindig Design's vice president and co-owner. The company owes much of its success to her business wisdom. Just as Dave told Take to the Road, he's a go, go, go type of a person, while Charity is more of a whoa, whoa, whoa one, as the voice of reason. She's a wonderful person. Charity and I have been married for 28 years this year. She's awesome, and we do everything together. Dave and Charity's daughter Bailey is all about keeping the family business alive, taking care of the apparel line and website, while their son Drew's love for metal building made him the right guy to go to when it comes to door handles. Then it comes Kevin Schill, Kindig Design's shop foreman, the guy who oversees the jobs done in it. Other important crew members are the business manager Valerie Gillies and Will Lockwood, the expert engineer who has known Dave from his years as a full-time employee. All in all, Kindig Design has over 30 employees nowadays and makes sure that each one of them is appropriately credited. Dave Kindig can proudly say that he's put his hands on a wide variety of cars from all around the world and knows more about those than the common folk. However, while his website states that his favorite build is always the next one, even an extremely experienced guy such as Dave admits to having his preference when it comes to the cars featured in Bitchin Rides. If I have to pick, it would be the 55 Mercedes Gullwing. Everything about that car is exactly what I would build for myself, he admitted to Fuel Curve. That being said, Dave has also revealed which other cars he wants to work on in the future. For starters, some of the European models he has his mind on are Jaguars, Ferraris, and the 1969 Lamborghini Miura S. They're not necessarily tangibly in reach at the moment, but yeah, longtime fan but not a player just yet, he told Take to the Road. Knowing that Dave is a man of action, you shouldn't be surprised if one of the aforementioned cars gets featured sooner rather than later in Bitchin Rides. It's well known that reality shows aren't necessarily a stable TV niche, but given the huge success of Bitchin Rides, it's understandable how long it's run on TV. While the show hasn't been renewed yet, since wrapping up its 7th season in 2021, Kindig Design website states the new information regarding its new season would be released in mid-2022. Although to date, no further information has been said about it, it's for sure that we haven't seen the last of Bitchin Rides yet, and that inevitably makes us happy. Thank you for spending some time with us. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpick these videos, which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question in the comments below. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you back tomorrow.